All right, 8th graders, let's do a couple of these problems together to get you started on this homework. Looking at number 1, it says draw the graph for the following inequality on your paper. So I'm going to draw a really straight line there. I know that the number I'm looking at is x is greater than 5. So I'm going to put 5 in the center. I know that 6 is a number above 5 and 4 is the number below 5. And it says that x is greater than 5. It does not equal 5. So I'm going to put a circle at 5, but I'm not filling in that circle because it does not equal 5. I need a shade higher than 5, which would be toward 6. So now I'm going to describe what I just graphed. It says draw an open or closed circle. Well, I drew an open circle and it was at 5. That was the number that I drew the circle at. And then shade, did we shade above or below the circle? Well, we shaded the numbers above. And that's all you're doing for problems like numbers 1 through lots of these. Let's look at question number 10. So on number 10, it says write an inequality for the following graph. So do you see how the shading is above 3 and it also equals 3? Well, for that, I would say the shading, or x, is above, well, let me actually use my pen first. I would say that x is greater, because the shading goes greater than 3. But remember, it can also equal 3. Now, if you looked at the typing tips at the very top, which I'm guessing some of you did, some of you might not have. How do we type in greater than or equal? Well, that's really fancy that the arrow is pointing to that. It says, oh, you can't actually read it, but it says greater than or equal. You write the greater sign and then the equal sign. So right here on question number 10, I would say greater or equal to 3. And that's how you do a problem like number 10. I don't know if there are any others. All right, so there are problems like number 17. On number 17, it says solve the inequality. It's not asking you to graph it. So right here, the only thing I need to do is divide by -15 on both sides. Now, what happens when you divide by a negative number and there's an inequality? Well, when you divide by a negative number, you still have n on the left. And then when I do negative 165 divided by -15, I get positive 11. But that symbol, which used to be a less than symbol, is now a greater than symbol. So my answer, I would say, n is greater than 11. All right, that should help you get started on these. Go ahead and finish the rest.